is the first of 7 projects that we'll be making from the back to school mystery box that I did with 143 vinyl. This is probably the easiest project in the box, and it is definitely my favorite. We are going to be making these fillable glitter pens. So we're using the pens that came in the box. If you didn't get the box and you want to make these, this is a super affordable craft too, because these pens are just $1.49. I've linked them in the description, and they have all sorts of colors. But we're just using the pens, we're using glitter, and some vegetable glycerin. Let's take a closer look at some of these pens. We're gonna go overhead for just a minute so I can show you. But I absolutely love the look of these pens. If you've searched doing like snow globe tumblers or snow globe pens before, you've probably seen tutorials with both glycerin or glitter. You can use either or. I just have found personally I like the look of the glycerin pens better than the glitter pens, or better than the glue pen. So this black pen we did with glue, and it doesn't look bad. It's just a little bit more clumpy, and the water tended to evaporate or soak in a little bit more. So when it's straight, as you can see here, from like here to here, the water has absorbed. But the rest of these were done with glycerin, and we did a quite a variety of different amounts of glitter. This one here, this blue one, we only used a little amount of glitter, and this is my husband's favorite. He's not a big glitter fan, but he thinks this looks more like a lava lamp, whereas I prefer a little bit more glitter. Like this one here, we did a mix of fine glitter and chunky glitter, and I think it looks so fun. This one here, this bright pink one, is about the same. This was a little bit more of the shape glitter than the light pink. This one here, this rainbow one, is really fun. We actually use quite a bit of the fine glitter with the shape glitter, and this one is really fun. My daughter is so excited for this one. This red one that we have with the name on it, this is probably my favorite amount of glitter. It's about 2 inches up from the bottom. I'll show you when we're making them. But I really like the look of this one. I think it's the perfect amount of glitter. This white one we used with the second option for glitter that came in the 143 back to school mystery box. It's this gold glitter, and I think this one turned out really well. Also, this one has a little bit more glitter than the red one does. And then this purple one is really fun too. It has quite a bit of glitter in it, but I just love the shimmer of this pen. So I have linked everything that we'll be using in this tutorial in the description of the video. I do have linked several different vegetable glycerins. I have this big bottle because I'm working on some snow globe tumblers too, so I needed a little bit more than just a few drops of glycerin. But if all you want to do is these pens, you definitely don't need this big of a bottle. I put a couple smaller bottle links to smaller bottles in the description of the video as well. The clear glue you can get on Amazon, or you can get it at Walmart or any other store. Then we're just using water, glitter, and then of course I've linked the pens on 143 vinyl as well. But let's go ahead and let me show you how to make these pens. So first things first, take the cap off of your pen and then pull the plug out of the pen. It's pretty easy to get out. Then if you're using just one color of glitter like I am here, what I do is I actually just put the pen right into that glitter bottle and just kind of scoop or shovel the glitter into the pen. As you can see here, you're going to need to get a couple shovels full, pens full. I don't know the right term for it. We'll go with shovels full here. And I just like to, after every 2 or 3 times that I go into the bottle, see how much glitter is in there. Once I am happy with the amount of glitter, which I am here, this is a little bit more than I said this, like I said, the silver one, this is about 2.5 inches up, but I'll just tap the pen down on the table to get the loose glitter that's up at the top down to the very bottom. Once you have your glitter, the amount of glitter you want in your pen, then you'll want to get water and glycerin, mix it up. So we are going to be doing 10 milliliters of water. This is a 5 milliliter syringe, but I'm just filling it up twice. So do 10 milliliters of water to 1 milliliter of glycerin. And I found that this amount of glycerin water, the 10-to-1 ratio works great when it comes to moving the glitter around, but also this amount of liquid is the perfect amount that you need for these pens. So if you're doing a bunch of them, like let's say you're doing 2 or 3 pens, you can double or triple it. But if you're doing one pen, this 10-to-1 is perfect. So just mix it up until you don't see the glycerin anymore. And then you're going to just kind of bend your cup and pour it into your pen. This is really not a messy project at all. My kids have helped me make these before, and it's really fun. And they don't make a mess either. I mean, they make a little mess, but once you get your water about halfway full, what you want to do is you want to put your finger over the top of the pen and shake it up a bit to get the air bubbles out. That way you can, when it's all finished, you don't have a whole lot of air bubbles. Once you've shaken it up a little bit, then you'll just want to pour the rest of the water and glycerin mix in. There are 2 lines I'll show you here in just a second. You only want it to go to the second line. If you do overfill it, that's okay. Just use a syringe to get out the little bit that you have left. Okay, so you can see right there. You'll just want to take it to the second line. And then you'll shake it up again to get the glitter and water and get any air bubbles out. You do want maybe 1 or 2, but you don't want a whole lot of air bubbles. So we have everything. The glitter is moving well, the glycerin and water are moving well. So we're going to go ahead and put our plug back into the pen. If you put your plug in and it keeps popping out like it is here, what you want to do is just push one of the edges down a little bit further. Kind of use your nail to push it into the tube, and that will keep the plug from going out. I've made these pens and I haven't sealed them with anything, and they haven't leaked yet. So these stoppers work really well. If you want extra added protection, you can always glue the topper onto the stopper and you won't have any leaks. But there we have a 1 colored pen. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we do if we wanted to make multiple color pens. I'm going to use this Night Dive glitter as well as this Magical Norwal. The Magical Norwal is a fine glitter and the Night Dive is a shaped glitter. So I always start with the fine glitter, and then I put the chunkier glitter in, and then I just kind of mix it around, not with a stir stick or anything. Just shake the cup a bit, see if you like the ratio of fine glitter to shape glitter or chunky glitter. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's totally personal preference, but you can see here, this is the amount that we used, and so it's, maybe 1/4 inch from the bottom of the cup, and this filled up the tube perfectly. Let's get this zoomed in so you can see how awesome these colors are together. I love the look of these, and it looks really good with this blush pen too. So we're going to do the same process, except instead of dipping the pen into the glitter, we're going to just bend that cup like we did when we're pouring the glycerin and water in, and just slowly get the glitter into the tube. Again, I tap it down once I get a little bit going, just to get the glitter out of the top around the rim so that the glitter can easily get in there. Again, this is why you can see I do have some glitter falling, so definitely have some cardstock or a self-healing mat or something like that to protect your table surface. But once we are happy with the glitter, then we are going to do our water and glycerin mix. It doesn't matter what temperature water you use. You can, I don't recommend using hot water, but I just used room temperature water, and the glycerin obviously just right out of the bottle, as you can tell. And then just use your popsicle stick again to stir it. You'll want to stir it, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but until that glycerin goes clear and your water is more runny than it is like sticky. All right, so let's see if you can see here. You can see that it is very clear. When you first put the glycerin in, you'll notice it's kind of foggy, but you want it to be clear before you pour the liquid into your cup. So we've got the liquid in a little bit, about halfway up. We're gonna stir or shake our pen just to get those air bubbles out, and then we're going to finish filling up our pen. If we need to, we can take some water out. We won't need to on this pen, but just shake it up. Get the glitter and glycerin moving well, and then you'll just want to put your stopper in the pen, press it in there if you need to with your fingernail, and then shake it up again. And there you have your fine glitter and your shape or chunky glitter pen. I have to say that this is probably my favorite combination of all the pens we did, was the star shape with that blue fine glitter. Next, let's go ahead and add some names to our pen. So I'm just going to use the Joy machine because we're cutting a super small design. You can use any Cricut machine or any cutting machine, and we can put
multiple colors on the mat. I'm using the rose gold Starcraft HD vinyl and the yellow Starcraft HD vinyl from the mystery box as well. I've just spaced out the names on the mat, and then I am going to set the cut setting to premium vinyl. So you can see it's at premium vinyl, and it tells us to load our mat to the machine. The light's blinking, so we are good to go. Make sure that you do put the right colors in up top. So since I want Jordana to be in the rose gold, I made sure that that was the top one that I loaded. And with the Joy, you have to have your phone or your laptop, tablet, whatever you're using to cut. Make sure you have that by you when you're cutting, because you will need to load the mat and unload the machine in design space. So we'll go ahead and unload our mat, and as usual, I will flip over the mat and take the mat off of the vinyl versus the vinyl off of the mat. Once we have our vinyl off the mat, then just use your weeding tool. I'm using the Stab and Grab tweezers here. They are literally my new favorite weeding tool. I absolutely love these tweezers, especially when you're working with names that have a lot of center pieces that need to be weeded out, like Jordana. Almost every letter has a centerpiece. It just makes it super quick and easy to weed those names out. Here's another trick if you are working with a small piece of vinyl. I like to use painter's tape as transfer tape, because it's just a lot less sticky and it's easier to work with. So you're just going to put that painter's tape down, press it down with your finger, and then pull the backer off, and it comes off so easily, as you can see. We'll just get our pen over to the table. Make sure that you've rubbed the pen down either with a wipe or rubbing alcohol to get all the glycerin off of it. If you don't, getting the letters to stick to the pen can be a little tough. But then you're just going to peel off your painter's tape. Make sure to do it slow like you would with transfer tape, just in case the letters don't stick fully to your pen. And just peel away. I like to try to keep the painter's tape as close to the edge as possible, or to the pen as possible. And there you have your personalized pen. These would be so fun to make in school colors for teachers or even students, cheerleaders, things like that. Here is another one, this rainbow one. I absolutely love this rainbow fin glitter. It's such a fun color, and it matches perfectly with this purple pen. I'll link all the glitters that I used in the description of the video. Here is the one that we did in the ebook. And then last but not least, also here is another look at that Night Dive glitter in the bright red pen. And this is my 5-year-old's favorite pen. For this one, we did Drunk Unicorn is the shape glitter, and Jellyfish is the fine glitter. And it turned out super fun too.
So how fun are these pens? This is one of my favorite projects that I've made in a long time. I love the variety that you can make and how custom everything is. You can use the chunky glitters, you can use shape glitters, you can use a mix of both, you can use fine glitters. Really the possibilities are endless, and you can add as much or as little glitter as you like. It's completely up to you. But I hope that you found this video helpful. We'll have our next tutorial from the Back to School Mystery Box go live on Monday. If you're watching this video after it's premiered, I have linked all of the video tutorials from the Back to School Mystery Box in the description of this video as they go live. And like I mentioned earlier, I linked everything that we used to make these pens in the video description as well. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this video, I'd love to have you give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to Tastefully Frugal for more Cricut tips, tricks, and tutorials. Have a great day, guys.